physics class. Can you recall what all things we have studied in the last class? It was on buoyancy, how to measure buoyancy, and the factors affecting buoyancy. So what is buoyancy? It is the upward force acting on the liquid, isn't it? Can you relate this buoyancy with our life? Dear children, we may come across different types of people in our life who motivate us, who discourage us, who quarrel with us, isn't it? In such situations, what we do is we get depressed, isn't it? Instead, you have to come up with an upward force to overcome all these situations like our buoyancy. Got it? It's time to discuss our new topic, Archimedes' principle. Have you heard of Archimedes? Archimedes was a mathematician, physicist, inventor and an engineer who was born in Italy. Do you remember the Eureka story? Here is the story. Once a king gave some gold to a goldsmith for making a crown. The goldsmith made a beautiful crown. At that time, the king was suspicious whether the goldsmith have added any impurities. So he called Archimedes and asked him to find out whether the crown contains impurities. Archimedes was perplexed. He started to think how to find out whether the crown contains impurities without damaging the crown. He already knew to find out the density of that gold. Can you tell me how will you find out density? Yes, density is equal to mass by volume. Density is equal to mass by volume. So, by finding out the mass of the gold and the volume of the gold, we can find out the density of that gold. But here is the confusion. How to find out the volume of that crown without damaging the crown? If it is a gold bar, we can find out the volume because it is having a particular shape. But this crown does not have a particular shape. So, how to find out the volume of the crown without damaging the crown? So he started to thinking. Actually, he got irritated. Do you know how he solved this issue? To make it more clear, we have a familiar story. The story of the thirsty goat. Here what happened? When pebbles were added, water rose up and was displaced. The same principle was found out by Archimedes. When he stepped into the bathtub, he observed that water was being displaced equal to his own body's volume. This made him realize that he could find the volume of the object by finding out the volume of the water displaced. By calculating the density and volume, he found out that the crown contains impurities. So, let us discuss one activity to understand Archimedes' principle.
We need an aluminium cube, a spring balance, a beaker with a pipe outlet at one of its ends, a measuring cylinder, and a digital weighing scale. First, what we are going to do is, we are going to find out the weight of this aluminium cube in air using the spring balance. Okay. Yes. Note down the reading in the spring balance. It is 250 gram force. Okay. Now, we are going to immerse the spring balance into the beaker of water. Note down the reading. How much is the reading? It is 150 gram force. Here the weight is lost. What is the reason for that? It is due to the buoyancy acting on that stone, isn't it? Or it is the upward force. Due to that buoyancy, the object loses its weight. So can you tell me how much weight is lost here? Yes, it is 100 gram force. So that is equal to the buoyancy. So the buoyancy is also 100 gram force. Now, measure the water displaced by the stone collected in the beaker. Yes, the reading in the weighing balance is also 100. So that shows buoyancy is equal to the weight of the water displaced. That is what we have studied in Archimedes principle, isn't it? The weight lost is equal to the weight of the water displaced, or buoyancy is equal to the weight of the water displaced. Is it clear?
So from this we understood the relation between buoyancy and the weight of the water displaced. That is, buoyancy is equal to the weight of the liquid displaced by it.
So let's state Archimedes principle. When an object is immersed partially or completely in a fluid, the buoyancy experienced by it will be equal to the weight of the fluid displaced by it. That is, buoyancy is equal to the weight of the fluid displaced by it.
So to remember it always, I will tell you a mnemonic. Okay, so what is meant by buoyancy? It is the upward force, isn't it? So instead of upward, I am writing it as upward. Okay, so what is the relation between buoyancy and weight of water displaced? They are equal. See here. Up represents upward force. Okay, so this upward force is buoyancy. Upward force is equal to the weight of the liquid displaced. Upward force is equal to the weight of the liquid displaced. How's it? Easy to remember?
Go through the table and try to answer for these questions. First one, what is the loss of weight or the buoyancy of the stone in water? Second one, what is the relation between the buoyancy experienced by the stone and the weight of water displaced by it? Third question, what is the relation between the buoyancy experienced by the iron block and the weight of water displaced by it? Write your inference.